Hi everyone, this is Amazon Creates, and today I'm going to be making some labels for my card making set that I have, container I should say. And it has dividers, and I want to be able to just glance and know where I'm pulling from and not having to guess the brand or where certain things are at. So I'm going to go to the Cricut design space. Now you can do this on the Cricut Joy app, and I will make a separate video for that. But I'm just going to use Cricut design space because there's a font that I specifically want to use. So go to Canvas, text, and these are the brands that I use for my card making custom cards that I do for birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, sympathy cards, and get well cards are the type of cards that I make. So the first one is Hello Hobby, which I cannot recommend more for a card brand. Just use the deluxe paper setting. Cricut cards. I buy mine through a discount place on Amazon. That they sell them for less than $3 and a little bit higher, like $7. But I get the cheap cards because I'm cheap. And inserts. So I have them divided by 4 sections because there's 4 sections in the container. If there's more sections in the container, probably could have broken them down even more. But the writing only, I had gotten a set from Joann Fabrics. And it was my first brand that I had bought, and I had used it as an insert card, and it ripped. It kept ripping. So I changed the setting to deluxe paper, and it was okay, but brand new mat. It wasn't that the mat was old, it was a brand new mat. So I'm using that as the writing only. I'm still going to use it because obviously cards are expensive. But so I'm going to change the font. So go to font name where it says Cricut Sans. And I'm going to go over to bookmarked. I've gone through all the fonts. There's over 700 fonts. I picked the ones that I personally like. And some of these do have a writing style. But I want to use this BFC Clementine. It looks cute. She passes the vibe check. And the width, being that I'm on my Cricut, I can't have a width more than 4.25. So I'm going to keep it where it's at. You know what? I'm going to push it down to 4. It changes a little bit, but I would just feel better. Make sure I spelled everything right. Inserts. Click make it. And I'm going to use a 4.5 by 12 inch mat. Now I bought this mat set before Cricut came out with the 12-inch mat for the Joy. So mine is an off-brand called Real Like. So it looks like this. I don't need a mirror because it is iron-on. It's telling me when you have Cricut Access and you use a font that's sponsored by Cricut Access, it will tell you how much you save on the project. So right now I save $4.99 just by using the font. Okay, and this, I believe, is Cricut Premium Vinyl. So if you don't have it bookmarked, you can go to All Materials, and that's iron-on vinyl. So there's different kinds of vinyl. There's premium holographic, mosaic, smart vinyl, glow-in-the-dark vinyl, stencil vinyl, chalkboard, adhesive. You name it, they got it. So premium. And I will switch over to a different camera so you can see the whole process of how to load in the material, how to measure for the material, and all that stuff. So let me get switched over. So I'm back. I found the masking tape. The reason why I use masking tape for this is because it will cut through the masking tape. It's not going to interfere with the cutting at all. So I'm going to restart it by hitting go. And I use the other side of the mat instead of the side that it was cutting, because it will not cut in the same place twice. It might look a little funky, but it will definitely get the job done. I have 3 cats. One is in the room with me right now that you might see. She might jump up on my desk, but that one is Athena. She is my cat. We have 2 other cats, and the other 2 are a blue Russian whose name is Grace, and then Cindy, who is a Munchkin Maine Coon. Pause the video and go look what a Munchkin Maine Coon is, or just a Munchkin in general. They're adorable. But my cat is a tortoiseshell calico. So she's like the gray, the tans, not so much the orange, but the different tones of gray and the different tones of like a tan, light tan color. She's ornery. And I recommend, instead of having your tape like this, of folding it. So then you can easily just peel it up and go. But usually, once you have this tape done, like, you can walk away and it shouldn't rip or anything like that. Listen to some music, eat. But yeah, you can usually walk away from a design if you're comfortable with it, and do something else. Okay, it is all done. So I'm going to hit OK. And you can see in the light that it has a design in it. Looks really pretty. Okay. I'm going to see where my I usually save excess pieces just in case I need something for that small of a project, but okay. And down here is where I messed up. Okay, so I should have an excess piece, and I will measure it to show you. Okay. Now the fun part is getting the tape, which, see, I'm peeling pretty easily. And it didn't do any it didn't leave any residue or do any harm to the vinyl. Other than pulling it up, it did snaggle tooth it a little bit, which I can trim. But it left me an almost 5. Just about 4.5 by almost 6. So I'm going to set that aside. What's nice is that the tape, I try to weed without a tool. I try to see how far I can get. It's like a personal thing that I do, but be careful because it will take up see, I already fudged up. But you can just be patient with it. There we go. Got it free. It's free. And make sure you have adequate lighting, because sometimes your eyes plays tricks on you. Make sure you look at your design when you're doing it, because sometimes little things will pop up. Okay, that was not anxiety inducing. Insert laughter here. This is where an X-Acto knife, which Cricut does make a true control blade that I'm going to get out. Ta-da! True control blade. Because sometimes certain places don't cut very well. Like this writing style, the W split. So what I can do is kind of pull it a little this way. Just carefully pick off the tape. Or just come up all together. But this is where you can overlap it, giving you that seamless look, and no one will be wiser that you screwed up. I screwed up. I'm going to weed this off camera, and then I will be back to show you how to apply transfer tape. All right, I am back. It took me a little bit longer than I thought, just for these, and I'm missing a letter. Am I wearing it? I'm usually wearing a letter. Okay, well, I am redoing the inserts. I will do that later though. I am going to show you how to apply transfer tape. This is shelving liner, contact paper from the Dollar Tree. It works a lot like transfer tape, being that it lasts a long time, and you can get a couple projects out of it. I cut this down to the appropriate size. Let's see how. I cut it to 6 inches because it comes 18 inches long. I cut a 12-inch section for my bigger projects and then 6 inches for my smaller projects. And this qualifies for my smaller projects, so have it done like that. You just take, you can kind of see through it, and you kind of I'm like, why is it getting stuck? That might be helpful. So I'm going to take my knife, and you can use scissors too. Be careful not to cut your design. I'm going to finish it off with scissors. I can follow a straight line. Throw it over there because I'm not exactly happy that I had to remake something. Okay, and you peel it off, so you can see I peeled it off. Let's see if you can see this. Okay. I'm gonna line it up like you would a shelf. and I see something that would be a problem. Stray pieces of paper. Try to clean up your area as you go when you're weeding, because otherwise it can stick and it will not end pretty. So you do one smooth motion. Take your scraper, scrape it to the vinyl, the vinyl to the transfer tape. Then you're gonna peel up your design. Get that out of the way. Now what this is going to do, it's going to put, when you flip it over and here's your design, here's the other side. What this is going to do is it's going to push the vinyl to the transfer tape so it comes off when you peel it. And sometimes you have to maneuver it. It's not going to be, sometimes it's easy on certain days, other days it's not. And I'm just cutting these into sections. And then I have my container. I got this container yesterday at Walmart. It was $14, but it's a really big card storage. And it kind of looks like that. It has a handle in the front. It's really nice. All right, I am back. I filmed the last of it and it didn't film. So I'm going to show you how to apply the transfer tape and how to peel it. So you take your shelving liner, apply it to the design, scrape it on one side to press it really into the to initially press the vinyl into the shelving liner. Scrape pretty hard, not enough to that you tear it, but enough that it gets to the point. You take one side and you peel up, and sometimes you have to pinch and roll to get like the finer details. Okay, and as you see, now it's ready to be transferred to pretty much anything you want. Say for instance, I want to apply it to the back of this mat. Just place it, smooth it out very gently, and then scrape, 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 scrape. I usually do it twice on each side. Take a corner of the shelving liner, start peeling, sort of like reverse peeling the how we got it off. Now we're putting it back on, and there you go. That's how you apply it. I will show you what the end result was with the tote, card tote. So let me pull it back up and let me pop the top. Let me open it. I got my writing only right here, Cricut cards, and Hello Hobby. And then in the back is where I keep my inserts and my Dollar Tree cards. But that is the overall. It's big enough that I can see at a glance, okay, this is my writing style, and I have the envelopes that match the project. So these are Hello Hobby. They have this chrome metallic with matching cards. You know, I'm going to try something here in a little bit just to test it. And that's where I keep my inserts. Happy crafting, everyone!